Okay, good morning, everybody. How are you? Looks great. So welcome to the Infectious Disease Epidemiology course. So I'm a course director, Masahiro Kihara, a professor of the Department of Global Health and Socio-Epidemiology, and I'm chief advisor to the UNAIDS Collaborating Center for Socio-Epidemiological HIV Research located in my department since the year of 2006. With assistant professor Masako Kihara being the director. So we are very pleased to have so many students for our course, so it's enthusiastic to learn, hopefully. Okay, so let me take introduce briefly about timeline of our course. So this course starts with a lecture by Dr. Teeranee, Techasrivichien, who is a graduate and assistant professor of our department. And he's going to introduce infectious disease and human history, introducing how they interact, how we interact with each other from the past to the present. So next, Dr. Pira Sugimoto, who is also a graduate of our department, and now the lecturer of the Center for Medical Education of the School of Medicine, is going to introduce the current status of global infectious disease epidemiology, showing you the so-called emerging and re-emerging infectious diseases. So next, I'm going to talk about the global HIV epidemic to show you how the epidemic of infectious diseases is embedded in the social, economic, and cultural context of the community or society, taking HIV and AIDS as a typical example. So next, Dr. Musmari Patomasika, he is also a graduate and assistant professor of our department, going to introduce with a very basic theoretical concept of infectious disease epidemiology, introducing you some mathematical modeling of the disease. Because infectious disease transmit from man to man or animal to man, so this process can be modeled using the mathematical formula. So we're going to introduce very basic concept of it. So then we are inviting Dr. Takaaki Oyama from the National Institute of Public Health in Tokyo. He's talking about field epidemiology. He's the most experienced field epidemiologist in Japan, responsible for the national training course for field epidemiology for over 20 years. I'm sure you will enjoy it. He's going to take 2 classes. And finally, we are inviting Dr. Shinako Inaida, who is assistant professor of the Department of Pharmacoepidemiology of our School of Public Health, who used to work in the National Institute of Infectious Diseases in Tokyo. So he's going to introduce the national strategy of infectious disease in Japan. So not shown in this slide, but we have one more class between myself and Dr. Musumari. So inviting the 2 AIDS patients who are getting infected with HIV through contaminated blood products. In other words, they are victims of the so-called HIV-tainted blood scandal, in Japanese, yakugai AIDS. So because they are going to talk in Japanese, also with their personal history, so to protect their privacy, we did not include in this slide. You understand. Okay, now, so I would like to pass this microphone on to Dr. Teeranee Techasrivichien. We shortly call her Ja. So please, Dr. Ja.